So today I was able to go into Dharavi for the first time. I left my hotel at around 11:30 and met up with my guide Subhash. And it takes about an hour to get over there just because of all the traffic. And but once I got there, it was pretty crazy. The main road basically looked pretty much like a really dirty flea market. I mean, there were stalls lined up all down the main road there, and people were trying to sell all kinds of different stuff, mostly like tobacco and pan and that kind of stuff, but and shoes and whatnot. But when I first got there, one of the most interesting things I saw was two men cleaning garbage out of like a ravine. It was up to their waist, and I mean, in an area like this, I would not want to be in that water. And they were just scooping garbage out of it, and I don't know what they would do with it, but I mean, it looked really gross. And I got a few shots of that, and then he took me up to the recycling district, and here there's lots of different kinds of recycling that went on. I mean, some people recycled old electronics, computer parts, monitors, keyboards. Most of it though was plastic bottles and that kind of stuff. And some of these sorting rooms that these people had set up were probably no bigger than an average college dorm room. And they'd have 3 or 4 people in this one room, this one tiny room, sorting through garbage, trying to pick out anything that could be recycled. And it was pretty shocking, but at the same time, these people were, they were pretty high. They had pretty high spirits, and they were pretty happy to see me. And they really liked getting their pictures taken, and they were curious about me. And so that made it easy. And after that, Subhash took me to the pottery district, where people make all kinds of different clay pots and that kind of stuff. And this was actually really interesting because different potters had different like their own kilns, and they were pretty much homemade, with bricks and mortar, and then they just pack it down with like this stuff just to keep it hot, and it was really smoky and hard to breathe. And these people are just making pots and firing them and painting them, and I mean, just with the smoke alone, it's hard to breathe. But when you're painting it, it's like chemical smells. So it's definitely not easy. I would not want to work in conditions like this. And it was really tight quarters. I mean, in some alleyways, only one person at a time could get through. And I had a pretty big backpack with my camera equipment in it, and a tripod, so carrying that through the slums wasn't easy. But I managed to get some pretty good shots, and thinking about it, I was really nervous going into it, not knowing what to expect. But when I actually got there and saw what was going on and saw how these people were living, and just their excitement to see me, made it a whole lot easier to actually stand. And if it wasn't so hot and humid, I could probably stay there all day taking pictures. And Subhash, he was telling me about the different sectors of the slums. Basically, there's 7 sectors. The first 2 are basically residential. The third is specializes in gold, which I doubt is actually real gold. You'd probably be pretty hard pressed to find a person that actually sells authentic gold. Let's see. I think the 7th was leather, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but anyway, I mean, you get the picture. And he said that there's this one area that you know that went up basically within the last 5 years, and mostly Muslims live there, and it's basically an illegal housing project. I mean, 10 to 15,000 people live in this one area, and the government doesn't recognize it as you know, being legal. So, and he said that lots of times fires will break out, and you know, people try to send fire engines, but the government calls and tells them to stop because you know this section of the slums isn't sanctioned by the government, and you know, that's pretty rough, especially, you know, when you got 15,000 people living in this area. I mean, where are they going to go? You know, if their houses burn down, it's just crazy. And you know, we walked up to the top of his apartment complex, and we just looked over, you know, over Dharavi, and since his building was basically in the center, you could just see like this area stretched on for like miles. As far as the eye could see, it was insane. And all these shanties were basically crammed in every square inch of space in between buildings. And I've got some photos of that, and also, you know, some video footage. And you know, it was a really wild place. I mean, kids, they really like trying to, you know, talk to me. I haven't played cricket with a couple of them. That was kind of interesting. All I had to do was just walk up and ask them if I could play, and they were really happy about it. So did that. That was cool. I had a good time with that. And there's actually this one place that I saw where you could buy live chickens and have them slaughtered in front of you, so you could take home and eat. And I guess depending on your religion, they could do it 2 different ways. And you know, I think, well, and he also said that Subhash also said, and I found this really interesting. About 10 years ago, the Hindu section and the Muslim section of Dharavi, you know, it's really close together, and these 2 religions don't particularly get along. So he said that you know, there'd be lots of fights in between these 2 religions in this slum, in this really small area, and people would throw what he called petrol bombs, which I'm sure just like Molotov cocktails, you know, from their balconies at people walking, you know, just on the street. And you know, if a fire breaks out, it's going to be pretty hard to put out in this area, because, you know, fire trucks can't fit in these little alleyways. So it was just really crazy. I hope you guys enjoy the photos and, you know, the videos that I got today. If you guys want to see anything in particular, just leave comments and let me know. So I don't know, enjoy.
क्या करा था आ गया أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
This is
called as chawl.
chawl.
CHAWL. Chawl.
Chawl.
And that's shanties. And this is called as chawl.
What's the difference?
Difference is it's government recognized.
Okay.
And they have government water supply, electricity, and they are having illegal water supply, illegal electricity. This is the main difference between them. They come under Dharavi development plan. They don't come under Dharavi development plan.
Okay.
They are unauthorized.
I just can't believe that that's all illegal land over there. All those people.